lot of the video games we know and love come from Japan. Sometimes that language barrier is a bit high. Here are 15 of the most hilarious mistranslated moments in video game history. I'm Danger Dolan, and today I will be your narrator.
Number 15.
AERO Fighters 2. Games that are translated from Japanese to English, which is to say basically every single game on this list, tend to have trouble with that whole R to L transition. So in a game about flying, they spell it frying just about every time. This is made way better by the fact that it's a dolphin in a flat cap delivering these lines. Remember not to underestimate the power of dolphin.
Number 14.
The Samurai Showdown series is a common offender when it comes to bad English translations, but it really peaked at the 4th installment. That was the one where it triumphantly flashed "Victory" at the end of every match. Seems like they could have checked that one at least once or twice.
Number 13.
Many of the most famous mistranslations in video gaming are relegated to older games, but Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment was released in 2014. Yet it still brings us gems like "It was tough since in flies around 2" and "Since we did that, much penetrations."
Number 12.
Bubble doesn't even have that much of a story. You shoot things with bubbles and then pop the bubbles, while the same 12-second loop of music plays incessantly. That's the game, but here's a story anyway. It's a fantastic story where you make a journey.
Number 11.
Download is an old PC engine shoot 'em up that is obscure, but generally remembered fondly. But never mind whether it's a good game or not, this is one of the greatest game over screens of all time.
Number 10.
Ikari Warrior's win screen is confusing, but somehow still inspiring. Being called the very prevailer that protect right and justice has to feel good after all that hard work. But let's look at the weird period placement in the next sentence. I would express my sincere thanks to you. Take good rest. Thanks Kowalski. Thanks Kawasaki.
Number 9.
This isn't the only game to screw up the word congratulations, but it's a total train wreck after that, and I'm sure you've all seen this one before. But the biggest mistake here is that Ghostbusters is not a great game, and nobody has ever actually completed it, apart from some weirdos. But if you do, congratulations.
Number 8.
TMNT in the arcade. What's really frustrating about this one is that it's so close. The grammar is mostly okay, there are a few little things like vaporized to milkshake. It's really a decent effort at capturing the unique 80s and 90s vibe of TMNT, despite a limited grasp of English.
Number 7.
If you just read the words in this Castle Shikigami 2, nothing will really seem all that off. The real language barrier in this game is the spoken dialogue. This was in the early days of games that included this much voice acting, and it really shows.
Number 6.
Tung Fu Ru brings us one of the greatest win quotes ever to be seen in a fighting game to Fatal Fury Special. Your fists of evil are about meet my steel wall of niceness. Is that a threat? Because a steel wall of niceness really doesn't sound that imposing. What does he do in a battle with a steel wall of niceness?
Number 5.
Just the name of this game, Exciting Hour, is pretty close to a poor translation to start with. You wouldn't know it from the title, but this is actually a pro wrestling game. Now for a game called Exciting Hour, the translation is mostly inoffensive, except for one fighter, the Insane Warrior? Doesn't take much to figure out this was supposed to be, warrior. Perhaps an homage to the Ultimate Warrior. What it says is, the Warrior, which sounds more like someone's clingy mum than a beefy pro wrestler.
Number 4.
2/3 of Dodonpachi's copyright warning is totally fine. The last sentence reads like it was written by a completely different person. Violator and subject to severe penalties and will be prosecuted to the full extent of the jam. The jam! This game's 10 years too early to be making Space Jam references. Fuck man, I wish when a lawyer sues me, they prosecute me. They prosecuted me to the full extent of the jam.
Number 3.
Ghosts and Goblins is hands down one of the toughest games on the NES, due in no small part to the fact that you have to play the fucking thing twice when you finish it. But supposing you have the will and patience to sit down and do that, after all that, after you troll through the game 2 times, getting killed by every single ghoul and goblin and everything, finally, you get your reward. Congratulations! This story is happy end! Thank you. Was it worth it?
Number 2.
Pro Wrestling for the NES features a mistranslation so classic, so well known, the very words have become a meme that works as shorthand for any mistranslated game. A winner is you. These are the words you've likely heard a dozen times before, but now you know the context. It's pro wrestling on the NES that tells you are, in fact, a winner is you.
Number 1.
The X-Men arcade game lives on in the hearts of many as one of the most memorable arcade beat-em-ups of the 1990s. Part of that might be the rare 6-player co-op play, might be that the X-Men cartoon was really big at the time, or it might be for this infamous 4-word phrase, X-Men, welcome to die!
X-Men, welcome to die!
This is arguably still the greatest line Magneto has ever had in X-Men property. So guys, what's the most hilarious translation failure you've ever found in a video game? Let us know in the comment section down below, pin our favorite to the top. This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys. That is it for this countdown. Have a good one!